everyone, this is Carlton here, and today I will be giving you a tour of this cruise ship, the MS Regal. Now this is the first cruise ship that I've built, and as you can see by that one, it's not the only one. There are many more to come, but since this is the first one that I've built, I think it's fitting that this will be the first one that I give a tour of. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look. Now this ship is 198 blocks long and has a beam of 29 blocks and has 11 decks. The top 11th deck being the upper observation areas. Go ahead and take a quick 360 around the ship. You see the lower decks have the portholes. You've got the lifeboat deck in the middle, the upper balcony decks, and up top you have the wraparound turquoise glass effect. Let's take a look at the upper decks. Up front we've got on the 11th floor we have our sunbathing deck up here. On the 10th floor you've got the sunbathing decks that go along the side of the pool. And towards the back you have a patio area around the funnel of the bar, and a basketball court, half court, down low. If you carry on through the 11th floor, or the 10th actually, towards the back you have the kids club areas. If you go to the front, there's a lounge, the observation lounge up front. I can't get this door shut. Oh. You see here's the observation lounge. You've got a nice 360 view. Well, it's not 360, it's 180, but yeah, I don't know math, but okay, you've got some view around the ship. You've got the bar here, and some plants because I put plants there. Thought it was appropriate. More plants. And the staircase. We'll go ahead and take the staircase here down to the 9th floor. On the 9th floor, you see the sandstone effect. That is the theming for the spa here. In the spa, you've got some massage rooms, a steam room with the hot tubs, and the sauna made out of wood, because saunas are made out of wood for whatever reason. And go off to the side here, and up front you have the fitness center, which was built before I had any idea what a gym looked like on the inside. So you have these poorly made treadmills here, and these poorly made bench press things. You'll see the gyms do improve on the newer ships. As you go towards the aft part of the ship, see on the forward staircase, the pathway actually overlooks. You go ahead and fly here, you see there's a whole sort of side glass effect. Because on this ship I didn't put elevators. Oh, look at that sunset, it's beautiful. But on this ship I didn't use elevators because there really wasn't I didn't think there was a good way to really make elevators in Minecraft, which I actually did add elevators on the newer ships, but on this one I didn't. So I actually put those glass staircases in to sort of get the effect you would with glass elevators. Now here's the solarium here. You've got the shrubbery around it, 2 whirlpools, the main pool with waterfall, and the overhead glass roof to allow you to stay here even in inclement weather. And you go towards the back, you have the pools, the whirlpools, the 2 main pools, the pool bar, the lounge chairs, And if we head towards the back, we'll get everyone's favorite part, well, at least every American's favorite part of the cruise, the buffet. Once again, you have 180 wraparound views of the ship. See, it's kind of angled out because I actually did end up rebuilding this rear section of the ship because some of my so-called friends decided that maybe the ship would look better if we added some dynamite to it and blew it up. So yeah, I did have updates of the ship, but not before I had started work on some other ships. So I do have the older version of the ship with the old design that I'll probably go ahead and make a video of just to show the differences, but because I'd already started work on the ship, I just went ahead and kind of made an update to it. Now this is the 8th floor here. This is where the high-end rooms are. This is one of the nicest rooms on the ship here. You got double wide balconies. You got a little hallway over to the bedroom. So you get a nice sitting area too, the balcony with its own sitting area. And an ensuite bathroom complete with tub. Now, since we're starting on the top and we're going down lower, you'll see the staterooms don't quite have the same luxury as these upper ones. But, I don't know, you get what you pay for. That's not a very good thing to say about a cruise. You spend a lot of money on a cruise and that's exactly what I'm saying. You spend a lot of money so you get a nice room. That's exactly what I meant to say, only it wasn't, but I'll just go with it. Now, towards the forward part of the 8th floor, see these crew-only signs because this is where the bridge of the ship is. We'll go ahead and head forward. And you notice it's completely dark in here. If you know anything about ships, the bridge, you usually want it to be pitch black with no lighting, so that way your eyes can adjust to the night and you'll have a clear view of the surroundings, which you do. If you go off into the wings of the bridge, you'll see you have the side control pods and these glass floors, so you can see the dock, so you know how close you are when docking a ship. There actually are full crew facilities down low, but I'll go ahead and cut that part out to save time in the video. We'll go ahead and go down these glass staircases. You can see the view out the side. 7th floor, you have more standard staterooms. These are the balcony rooms. You get double bed, balcony, and a bathroom with separate shower. Go ahead and continue down. The 6th floor is much the same as the 7th, just staterooms. And continue down to the 5th. On the 5th floor, the forward part has these conference rooms. There's a table for meetings. It goes all along the front. We'll head towards the back. Here you'll see you're on the 2nd floor of the promenade area, which I'll go down to the 4th to go and show. After the 4th floor, I'll go ahead and show what's in the rear of the 5th floor. Head back up the stairs. Now here on the front of the 4th, you have the casino. You've got the card tables, slot machines, the bar for the all-important alcohol to convince you that losing all your money gambling isn't so bad. You continue aft on the 4th deck. You have these side doors out to the lifeboat deck. And this is a full 360 wraparound deck. You can go up front towards the bow or to the back towards the stern. And this is also the ship's jogging track, so you can go and make a whole loop around the ship. Now as you continue towards the aft on the 5th floor, you have the coffee shop, which isn't Starbucks, so even though you're on a ship, it's actually cheaper than being on land to buy coffee. Imagine that. You even get your cream and sugar. You have guest services with no employees here, so you might have to wait around a little bit if you have any problems, but this is a cruise, you shouldn't have any problems. But then you probably will anyway, so you better hope someone shows up. There's your ice cream shop here, soft serve machines. The gift shop where bricks are sold because I didn't put anything in there. You have a clothing store to the left. And to the right you have the champagne lounge, which is 2 stories. Spiral staircase here. Head up to the top floor of it. You have the balcony area looking down below. You also have a little sitting area, just kind of filling some space. There's a little private area you can go sit and relax. And if you go this way, you can go back to the Centrum area. And we'll go ahead and actually show off what's on the aft part of the 5th deck right now. You have the pub here. And on the port side of the ship, we have these specialty restaurants for people who are not satisfied with eating the food that is included in the price of the cruise and would like to pay extra for the same exact thing. So we have a restaurant here. And we have a restroom, not a restroom, why did I say that? A restaurant along the back side of the ship. I hope this wasn't a restaurant, that'd be quite a long walk. Okay, where is the restroom? It'll be back on the 4th deck, next to the nightclub. So here we have the men's restroom. That's what you'd expect a restroom to be. It's got the stalls and the head because there's a boat, so that's what it's called, rather than toilet. Here on the aft part of the 4th deck, you have the nightclub. It's usually darker in here. These lights are redstone, so they shut off, but I can't see, so I turned them on so you can see what's in there. Continue past the Centrum. If you look down, there's the stage where performances would go on the ship. Then further forward is just the promenade which we came from. Now we'll go ahead and head down to the 3rd floor. And there's not much use showing off the 2nd floor because everything's exactly the same as the 3rd. You have your staterooms. These are the outside staterooms. Exactly the same as a balcony, only with a window instead of a balcony. You also have interior staterooms, which are the same, but you don't get anything. You just get a wall. Not even a picture. It'd be nice if I included a painting, but I didn't feel like doing that. Because this ship, I made this before when I was stupid and didn't realize that there was something known as world edit. So this entire ship I built by hand because I'm retarded, but the newer ships are larger because I did figure out how I could build a ship in a matter of weeks versus months. So here's the dining room. It's on the 2nd and 3rd decks. As I said, there's not much on the 2nd deck because everything's accessible for the 3rd. There's just more staterooms down there. We'll head to the front. We'll show the final part of the ship. We have just another one of the staircases. You have a neat little garden with water feature there at the bottom of it. And you go to the front of the 3rd and 2nd decks, and you get the theater. You have the upper balcony and the lower seating, which probably are having a hard time seeing. Now, one thing that I really like about this is the integrated redstone lighting system that this stage has. So I'll go ahead and go backstage. We'll head up to the lighting control room. Now in here you'll see these switches. These are for all the separate lights in the theater. All of this is redstone circuitry behind the walls, which you'll see. So once we go back out into the theater, now the lights have switched, you'll notice going back out on the stage, these lights have been extinguished But now we have lighting in the theater. Something I thought was a very nice feature to add to the theater. The best part is I was able to integrate these lights without increasing the wall thickness, as you can see by the exterior of the ship. The light paths, I'll go ahead and show you, actually run along top of the walls in the space between the floor and the ceiling. You can see the redstone, which powers the lamps. So let's go ahead and head back out. I'll have to go remember to fix that later. On the second floor, head up to the third. Same deal. Head outside on the fourth. See the final overview of the ship here. Now this ship, hopefully you liked the way it looked. If you thought it was a piece of crap, which you probably did, there are more videos coming up with nicer ships, so stay tuned and probably like what you'll see. But I went ahead and did this one first, so that way we have stuff to build up to. So hopefully the video wasn't too terrible, but let's go ahead and just give a final overview of the ship. One thing about the style of the ship that I build, as you'll notice, there's a 3-block height for floors, but if you've seen some of the other cruise ships that have been built on Minecraft, usually there's only a single block in between floors, meaning the ceiling and the floors are the same block. Now on my ship I like to do 2 blocks in between because it does mess with the proportions of the ship a little bit, so it turns out a little bit taller than realistic. But the reason I do this is because of the interior. You can see the ceiling, we have a nice solid block ceiling. So whatever material was used for the flooring doesn't carry through to the ceiling. You can see we have consistent ceilings all throughout. That also allows use of special materials for the ceiling. Something that I like to do, just although the exterior is a bit distorted, it gives a really nice complete look to the interior. So I'll go ahead and finish up on the sun deck and let you take a look. This has been the MS Regal. Let you take a look at the MS Royal, which will be the next video. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned if you'd like to see the ship off in the distance. Thank you.